Right folks, another morning, another little project for all you woodworking geniuses out there. Get a little bit of yoga in while I can, a little bit of exercise, keep the old joints nice and supple. I'm putting my temporary dust mask on now so I don't forget it, and my head's a bit cold, so there goes my hat. Oh, and my glasses so I can see. There's my dog Stanley, come to say hello. Super nosy today again. Right, this wood here I'm using is actually leftover pieces from a few of the projects I had done the other day. So I thought I'd use them up, and I'm going to treat you to two projects today, 2 in 1 in this video. So at the end, if you just hang on, there's actually 2 finished articles. So I'm just measuring up, see what I can make out of this pile. It's not scrap, I'm not going to say it's scrap, that I'd be telling lies. So my old school method of drawing my pictures, sort of giving me an idea of what's in my head, rough dimensions to try and maximise the amount of wood I can make with this, the amount of stuff I can make out of this pile of wood I've got. I think I've got it. I have got it. Right, so to my trusty old Makita. Right, I want a name in Makita. I love this saw, so I'm in the comment section. What I want you to do is give me Makita a name, and I'll get a sticker made and I'll stick it where the Makita sign is. So whoever names it, and I'll give you the mention, whoever sort of wins, like a silly little competition type thing. But I want a name in Makita saw, a good name. Right, so get me little speed square. I've cleaned one of the edges off there, and I'm just coming down, and I'm just going to cut basically. Just get super accurate. Here, I think the boards are just a little bit warped on one side, they seem. There we go, they're done. There he is, Mr. Nosy at the door. Right, so I want a little 45 here, and I thought for quickness I could do this by eye, but obviously I can't. Well, I couldn't, I mean I can, but I just didn't here. I was just rushing. And one thing to do with these saws, on a serious note, is not to rush. But here I'm doing it, rushing. It's come out all wrong, that, what I wanted to do. So I'm going back to it, and this time I'm going to do it properly. If you're a beginner woodworking, let me know what you've made this week, what you enjoy most about woodworking, whether it's sort of rustic sort of stuff like this or fine woodworking. I'd be really interested to know what you're all sort of, what realm of woodworking you're into. And I'm super happy now I've got my cut right. So this is it chopped up to size. One of the 2 projects I've got going on here with this wood. This is pine. It's a good quality pine I get from my locals, like we call them wood yards, but you might call them sawmills or whatever, which is about 2.5 miles away from where I live. So I'm just going to do this a little bit different today. I'm just going to pilot and countersink, and then all the boards are getting stained beforehand because it's sort of like little divots and bits and pieces to get into, and Shelley, my other half, who does all the staining and painting and stuff like that, will give me grief. So I thought I'd better make sure I do the job right so it makes it easier for her. Right, master to the ready. I'm using my smaller sander today. I just thought I'd get this out and use this. I just wanted to try it with me DeWalt dust, shop vac extractor, and it worked a treat. I don't like this sander, it's just not a good sander at all, but for these little projects I thought I'd just get it out. I usually normally use the Max T 150mm orbital sander, which is brilliant. which you've probably seen on my other videos, and you'll see again. I would love it if you'd consider subscribing to our channel, show your support. We're newish to sort of YouTube, although I've had the account for a while, I've not done anything with it. I didn't know what to do with it, and I'm just learning all the time. So wherever you are in the world, just give us a subscribe, show your support, comment, like, all that kind of stuff. I think that's what it all is. So I'm going over this, getting all the sharp edges off as well. The grit I'm using is 180 grit, and that's all it needs, just that, 180 grit. That's just enough just to let the stain penetrate just enough without closing the grains up too much, and it just works really well. If this was full of paint and stuff like that, I'd get all that off with the 120, maybe 80 grit, but because it's sort of new pine really, this, just a 180 grit, get all the splinters and sharp edges off and stuff like that. I do hope you're all enjoying my videos, by the way. I just want to get that in there. Right, here's Shelley now with the Polyvine water-based wood dye. I've said before in the videos, it's our go-to stain. It's brilliant. Just look at how that goes on. It's a fantastic product. It really is. And we're not sponsored or affiliated to them in any way. Credit where credit's due. Right, who has this problem in the workshop? Chargers, absolutely everywhere. All different chargers. I've got to get that situation sorted out. So here we go. She's just going over it. She'll dab the ends, the end grain sections. I leave this to Shelley. She knows exactly what she's doing. She's a lot better than me at it. I ain't got the patience for this type of thing, staining and painting. The making stuff, fine. But this... She does all of, like, the staging of the photographs and the finished things as well. She does all that. So here we go here. I'm just starting to put bits together. Now, sometimes you'll see me sat down and you think, why am I sat down? I actually suffer from arthritis in my feet. And I have to sit down sometimes. My feet just absolutely... ache, and it just gets really painful. So I just I sit down for 5 minutes and then I get straight back onto it. It's not a problem really. It'll never stop me woodworking. And if you're out there and you're having problems or any sort of problems, don't ever let anything stand in your way or stop you doing anything. You're bigger and better than that, a lot of you. So here we are again. I'm just putting screws in here into the back of this one. I'm all fingers and thumbs today. That dog does not miss a trick. He's at everything. He watches and watches everything. Right, I'm adding a dab of glue here, so I'm going to plug these because this is a front-facing piece, and then I'll cut the dowels back, little plugs back I should say, and Shelley will just sort of lightly go over it and make it right. The glue I'm using is Type Bond 2, my go-to glue. Another fantastic product. There's other products out there, but I just prefer Type Bond 2. I don't know why really, I've just always used it. Right, the multi-surface lacquer. This is a lacquer, just look at that, pop that now. It just brings the wood to life, and it's superior product this. It just really does protect it, whatever you're doing with it. This Polyvine, I mean, they've got products on there now that... There's loads of products. I've been using Polyvine for sort of years, and they've got loads of different products now, and I've never heard a bad word said about them. Anything. So here's the finished product. Product number 1. Little shelf system going on there with the little plants. I forget the name of the plants. I'll drop it in the comments. Succulent plants with the little succulent holders I made on another project. Looks rather cool. Nice wall-mounted picket fence sort of style. But how nice is that? Just a nice quirky little item. And that's just leftover wood. And here we are, like a little tidy, rack tidy kind of thing. Got my keys on there. You could put a clock on there. Got envelopes in the other side. Just another cool thing. And that stuff's used up. So it's a win-win. And I'll put these into production and they will be going on various online selling platforms. So I hope you liked it and I hope I've inspired you to make something. Thanks for watching and please subscribe. Thank you. Bye.